Now, the days of newspapers have been declining for quite a while. Then came the pandemic. Many are struggling to stay afloat while others are closing down completely. And Rachel, you found out that it's not going unnoticed.
Yeah, Jonathan, the Winkler County News shut its doors this week, and now those who lived in the area in the heyday of the small town paper are reminiscing about the time before they got their news from a screen. This is hot off the press. Or at least for now. But what isn't printed here or in between the lines are the extra memories of the good old days when folks here got to read all about it. Self-proclaimed to be the only newspaper in the world that cares anything about Winkler County. Winkler County News, based out of Kermit, first began publishing in 1936 with everything you needed to know.
You know, it's where people had their wedding announcements. It's where they covered all the school events, everything that happened at the school. You knew what the police department was doing, who they were arresting and who they were taking. It's just covered everything.
News is all too familiar to Nancy Knight Ellinger.
I mean, I have to admit, I grew up in a home of journalists, so, my dad read all the newspapers.
Read and worked at the Winkler County News in the 50s and 60s.
My biggest memory is walking in a newspaper and smelling the ink when the presses are running. And that is a smell that just will live with you forever.
Then there's Rebecca. She's not in Kermit anymore, but she's still in the loop with all things Winkler County.
I do look forward to getting my paper every week to see what's going on with everybody, and now I won't be getting that.
In 2016, the newspaper was given a grant through the Talker Foundation to digitize all of their newspapers. Over 4,000 issues, 85 years worth of articles. Folks in Kermit had Winkler County history right at their fingertips. But print had to find a way to keep up with the times. And sadly, time couldn't wait. So something else took over.
The internet.
Hard copies would later run out.
Why would they want to buy the newspaper office and make printed newspapers when everybody's on social media now?
But you won't see Wink-loving ISD board meetings on page 3 or the next class reunion on the front page.
That's all we had. You didn't know what the sports stats were. You didn't know what the scores were, really. The upcoming events coming to town, you didn't know about that stuff until you read the newspaper.
Instead, you'll have to hear all about it from folks like Nancy and Rebecca, how the Winkler County News brought Kermit together.
Everybody has a memory of how the newspaper affected them. Oh, I remember when they printed my picture when I was in, the 5th grade play, and I was on the front page. And, it's memories like that the small town papers really connect with people.
After 85 years, it's come time to put the paper.
It is sad to see it go, honestly. I don't know, it's gonna be different, hard to get used to. I know that for sure.
To bed. The staff at the Winkler County News will be cleaning out the building for the rest of the month. We made a few attempts to reach out to the owners, but unfortunately, we haven't heard back.